Are you struggling with back pain during sit-ups? Here's the solution. If back pain is holding you back from wanting to work out your core muscles, then this is the video for you. Back pain is a major obstacle that can hold you back from achieving your fitness goals, especially when it comes to exercises like sit-ups. So whether you are a fitness enthusiast or just starting back out, back pain can be frustrating and debilitating issue that can make it difficult to perform even the simplest exercises. But today we're going to tackle this problem head on and explore some ways to overcome back pain and master continuing to strengthen your core. What's your experience been like with back pain and sit-ups? Share your stories and tips in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other fitness videos for more helpful tips and advice. So what's really going on when we have back pain gets in the way of our sit-up game? One major issue is the positioning of the sit-up and forcing the back into a bent position that often irritates the back. We'll talk about more of that later. The other issue is when our back hurts, we tend to compensate using other muscles to lift ourselves up, which can lead to poor form and even further injury. Another reason back pain can hinder our sit-up progress is that it can make us fearful of exacerbating the pain, causing us to hold back and not give it our all. Additionally, back pain can be a sign of an underlying issue like muscle imbalances or weaknesses that need to be addressed before we can perform sit-ups with confidence. And let's not forget about the psychological impact of back pain. When we're in pain, we're less motivated to exercise, which can lead to a vicious cycle of inactivity and further deconditioning. Poor form is a major contributor to back pain when doing sit-ups. When we don't engage the core muscles correctly, on top of putting the back in a poor flex position, it puts unnecessary strain on our back, leading to pain and discomfort. And of course, specific injuries like herniated discs and sciatica can make it extremely difficult to perform sit-ups without experiencing back pain. We need to address these issues head on if we want to overcome back pain and master the sit-up. So what can we do to alleviate back pain while still working on our core muscles? Firstly, it's essential to focus on building strength through targeted exercises like planks, bridges, and leg raises. We also need to work on our form, making sure we engage our core muscles correctly and avoid putting unnecessary strain on our back muscles. Another key strategy is incorporating spine stretching into our routine, which can help reduce muscle tension and improve flexibility. And let's not forget the importance of proper breathing and relaxation techniques. Let's get started into showing you what you can do to get back to pain relief today while working on your core muscles. So again, a lot of the things that happen which causes back pain when we do sit-ups is we come in and we sit up and we're flexing with a lot of force, and that puts a lot of pressure on our back, especially if we already have back pain. So we're going to show you, first thing we're going to show you is an exercise that you can do to kind of increase the flexibility and reduce the pain that you're having with exercises. So this exercise that we're going to show you first will go into what I want you to do before you exercise and after you exercise to maintain good flexibility and joint mobility in the back. And that exercise is what we call the press-ups. So you're going to be on your stomach and you're just going to press up and then blow your air out. When you blow your air out, your back will just kind of release a little bit more and go further into stretching that joint. You have to remember, we do a lot of bending, and so we never reverse that direction, and that creates an imbalance in our joints. So we need to reverse the direction, and this is a great exercise to do that. So you press up, blow your air out, and then come back down. Doing about 10 of those is a great way to start out any kind of core exercise routine, because we're going to prep the mobility of the back to get it to be flexible so that we can do some of the exercises. I also recommend doing that same exercise after you do a lot of bending, core work, exercising, because again, it creates that flexibility in that back that we need. Now, these next exercises, we're going to show you some planks and some different exercises that we can do with the ball to really kind of help keep our spine in a good position while we're working on the core, or help give us some support. So I love using a stability ball on doing that. So I'm going to show you 3 different exercises that we can do with the stability ball, actually probably 4 exercises that we can do with the stability ball that's going to help protect our back, but also work on our core. So the first one, if you want to do a curl up, the best way to do it, I love using a ball. Not only do you get the stability of the ball, but you can see how the ball is going to kind of protect. It keeps the spine in a good kind of neutral position. And then when we kind of pull up, we can really pull up from our abs up through here without our back really being out of a bad position where we're really forcing it into a lot of flexion. So if you're having a lot of back pain, if you go in, get a ball, have the back where you're going to have a little bit of a curve, and then you're just moving the top part of it, activating those core muscles. So this is a great exercise you can do. I would probably cycle up doing, 10 to 20 of these exercises to really work on bringing those core, drawing the abs in to really work on those ab muscles, but also giving you some support in your spine. Another great one, and you can do it in different ways to work those lower abs, is we can balance and pick our leg up. So you're really having to work on balance, but you have the back in a good position because you have support from the ball as we are marching and using those lower abdominal muscles as well as balance. So you can do it with your hands off the ball. You can do it with your hands on the ball. You can actually put your fingertips, just a little bit of balance if you need it, to just, again, raise the leg up, lower the leg down to really work on the lower abs. But again, you have that back in a really good position. So next one, let's work on the kind of side plank. Again, we have the ball to kind of help us, to support us a little bit, and then we can use where we reach and bend in, really using the oblique muscles, kind of leg to elbow, as we kind of have our body in a supported position with the ball. Again, all these exercises, doing 10 to 20 of them will really kind of help. And then the last one I want to show you is actually a plank. So you can use the ball. You can kind of keep on your knees. This is like an easier version of it, but you can go up onto your toes as well. So you're just kind of isometric position with your abs, but you're working on a lot of stability and balance while using the ball, but keeping the spine in a really good position where we're not having to really force it into a flexed position. And so those are all great exercises that can work on the core, lower core, upper core, the obliques, and then just overall plank that can really help build up that strength, but also protect the back. And again, when you're finished with the exercises, coming back up, doing some press-ups, blowing your air out, just to offset any kind of bending or things throughout the day, is a great way to end the core exercise routine so that you can keep your back nice and flexible and keep your back pain away. Again, if you like our content, make sure you share this with someone that needs to hear this message. Subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, go into the comment section and ask, and we'll be there to answer anything that you need.